Alright, and we're back, and I'm shooting dudes again. This is still, like I said... Oh, excuse me. That's just awful. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's not do that. We're gonna do that instead, because I'm not dealing with that shit again. Okay, that's the other problem with this game, is it doesn't auto-save on the start of a level, so you have to make a save of some form or the other, because if you don't, well, you're going to be replaying a whole level. So, as the old philosophy goes, save early, save often. And that's a pretty big deal in this entire series, I'd say. Come on, there we go. And then we boop this door open. This game does not handle well as a platformer, but it's not the worst. I don't think that this is the worst one I've ever played. I played a lot of bad games, Duke Nukem Forever being one of my favorites, but this isn't the worst. Oh shit. I'm doing the jukes, man, I gotta not die. Okay, there we go. I believe I'm just gonna stick to this until I get more ammo again. Now you can see what I was talking about too. You just lose ammo, and you start losing health, start taking damage. It's just, this game turns around real fast on you if you're not careful. And I think that's something I enjoy, because I really don't want the game to be easy, but at the same time, my god, just... I'm kind of thankful that games aren't as sadistic as they used to be. But this game, it looks easy. I'm making it look easy, I'll say that much, but you have no idea how frustrating and, like, just, until you play it. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, I'm one of those people that says you can sometimes judge a film or something without seeing it, but when it comes to things like games, you can only get, like, halfway there, because you still, like, you have to play it to feel how frustrating it is, or stuff like that. And this part, my god, it just drags. And you want to be very careful because there's not very much health in this area either. There's a lot of dudes, but there's not a lot of health. And you may be thinking, oh look, there's health right there. Yeah, on this level of the area. Do you really want to walk all the way back? No, I don't think so. And yep, this game also has the Mysteries of the Sith philosophy, where areas just kind of repopulate. I'm not mad about that. I understand why it's in the game. It's to prevent the player from getting bored or, you know, getting stuck, I suppose. But it's just, it ends up being grating after a while. But it depends on the game. I think Hexen 1 is probably the worst offender at that, because in Hexen 1, that's the level that's just this. It's just in there. I don't know why. But in Hexen 1, if you just fucked around too long, I think it was the Ettins would respawn, and they just wander around the level. So if you hadn't, like, mapped out an area yet, they'd just start spawning, and you'd have no idea if you'd already been somewhere or not, or if they were activated or something from, like, a monster closet. It was a different time in gaming, man. It really was. Like I said, you don't kill enough stormtroopers in this game, I think. I think if there's one game I've ever seen... I've never played any other Star Wars games, but Jesus, you kill so many stormtroopers in this game, it's not even funny. Well, it is funny, I guess, but... my word. It makes them seem very, very useless as ground forces in general. Also, they do actually use their rapid fire sometimes on their blaster, but it's not very often. I don't know if that's a thing, if it's on higher difficulty or not, but I'm not willing to find out. This is not a game I'm very wanting to go back and play on the harder difficulty anytime soon. Oh god, I hate these enemies. I believe you can't reflect those blaster bolts either. I don't know if I'm right about that. I feel like I am. But yeah, I think when you get a lightsaber, you can't shoot those yellow bolts back. They're just too fast. Okay. You just... I do love the sounds this game has, I will say that too. How the hell are you... Okay, there we go. It's like, it does have very good sound design. Very meaty noises, I like that. Every time I see this kind of texturing though, I just keep thinking I'm playing Postal 2, which is admittedly not the worst game ever made, but it just feels unstable, I guess. I don't know. This level also has a gimmick in it that I really... Yeah, I don't like it. It's where we have to... No, I'll just get into it when we get there, I suppose. I know that they were trying to shake things up every level or so, and I can tell that's what they were trying to do, but it comes off as awful. So, alright, let's look around the room. Okay, cool, we got some doodads and bits and bobs and all these little glass panels, and let's just shoot them, why don't we? Oh, this one doesn't shoot. No, that's not be important. No. Turn that on. I didn't know that the first time I played this, and I fucking wandered around here for like 2 hours. Well, maybe not 2 hours.
Subtle, but it seems to have gotten the job done.
At least an hour, I should say. I don't want to use a guide. That's all there is to it. I feel like I'm cheating if I have to use a guide, or the game's not well designed at that point. How the hell did that guy even survive? I don't understand it. But yeah, you can also go down there and you can go into every single one of those cells if you really, really want to. I don't think there's a point. I don't think they actually have anything in them either, but I could be wrong. I mean, hopefully I'm wrong. I don't want to find out there's some, like, you know, wonderful game-breaking item in there. I don't want to go in there. No thanks. It's too much work. It's nice that it's in the game, but it's weird that it's there. I like that kind of game design, though. Anyways, what I was getting at is you can see what I was talking about. You can shoot these, like, panels and they break, but the fan one doesn't, so it's your implication it's good.
Commander, doesn't look like we're out of this yet, though. Thought we were home free, but the main doors are locked.
Oh, are they?
Some weapons in here pinned down in the docking bay. Only the base commander has clearance to access the door controls. If you can locate him and persuade him to open the doors, we might have a chance. We'll hold him off as long as we can, but you better hurry.
I'll see what I can do.
So yeah, you heard him. Basically, persuade, and it says it somewhere in here. Oh, capture the base commander and force him. So if you couldn't tell what that means, yeah, we gotta find one of a million identical officers and persuade him to come back, right? So, what would you think you have to do, right? You just talk to him and he opens up a door. Well, I'll let your imagination run wild while we get over there. Also, why the hell do the TIE fighters look dirty? There's nothing in space except, like, radiation and shit. I don't know. Maybe it's just... they pooped on them. I don't know. I don't have an explanation. I don't want to know. But I always thought TIE fighters were cool as a kid. I used to build them out of Legos and stuff. Because I was weird. I also had Duplos. You ever have those? I used to make them out of those, too. It was cool. Because Star Wars was cool. Now it's just mainstream and it's uncool. Actually, it's staggering how popular Star Wars is now. It's very odd. So, anyways, if you don't turn that fan on, this will kill you. You will die. You will hit the ground so hard. And I thought it was bad design because I was like, oh, cool, we just hop, 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 hop down these little, like, lamps, you know? No, you can't do that. You'll die. Unless there's some crazy speedrunning tactic that I'm unaware of that I don't want to figure out. I don't know. That's just... my first playthrough, that's what I did. So, I believe there's a couple of goodies in here. No? I thought there was goodies. There's never goodies when I want them. So, yeah, we remember these guys, don't we? So, I'm actually going to switch to the stun baton for this. This is the only time I'm ever going to use this, and that's just to save ammo. Because I don't feel like dealing with these damn things. And so this is pretty much a retread of the last level. You can wear 9-amp goggles if you really want to, but I don't think it's necessary. It's a lot of repeating textures as well, so it's easy to get turned around. And I haven't mentioned this yet. This game does not have a mini-map like all the other games in the entire series have. Nope. You just have to remember everything. And it's awful. Trust me, when you get stuck in this game and you get lost, that's gonna be the first thing you're gonna start bitching at, is why is there no damn mini-map? and that will make you want to turn the game off. That's kind of what bugs me about it too. I believe this is cordite is what they're mining, I think. They're trying to make, like, lightsaber-resistant material or something. I don't know. I've already forgotten what it was. Mon Mothma says it. I don't care. I always say this. Mon Mothma looks like a person in my family, and it's really awkward. Every time I see a picture of her, I'm like, God, she looks just like her. It's absolutely eerie. I'm sure there's lots of people that look like that, but it's just... It's hard not to, like, notice after you see it, like, someone like that in real life. It's like when one of your friends looks like an unknown celebrity that only you know about and they don't know. And you get tempted to tell them, like, oh, you look like Billy Willy, and then they're just like, who's Billy Willy? And then you feel like a dick. I've been told I sound like Bill Barr. Or, sorry, Bill Burr. Not Bill Barr. That's a totally different thing. Bill Burr is supposedly some comedian. I've never actually listened to him, though. That's... I'm just always, like, kind of, like, skeptical is when people say, like, oh, you sound just like him and you talk like him, too. I'm like, I don't know if that's good or not. I know I don't sound like Bill Barr, because he sounds like this. He sounds like he's got something wrong with him. So, I know I don't sound like that. Well, I just did, but that was for comedic effect, I assure you. So, also, these things just chomp on stormtroopers. I'd like to point out, what are they eating? Is it implied gore? Because it doesn't really convince me, I guess. I guess I just want everything to be TNA and blood, right? Maybe, but I don't know. This is the other problem with this game, is sound channels are just all one. They're always, like, maximum volume. It doesn't matter where you're at. And it's really odd. I don't know. See, like, I am, like, a mile away. Through a closed door. I can still hear them, and it's ridiculous. I think that's dumb. I think that's just a product of the time. But it just freaks me out, man. It's just weird. I don't know. Everything's weird to me. Everything's bad. Everything's brutal. Okay. Oh, guys, we need to make a brutal Jedi Outcast. Because that's going to make the game instantly better.
You're gonna help me release.
So yeah, here's the wonderful, and I'm saying that in quotations here, wonderful forced segment. So, alright, you ready for this? So, you point your crosshair with any weapon at him, right? But if you point it at his foot, it'll still go, okay. However, if he crosses your path like this, stops. If that's not the most... like, this is all you're doing. I'm not even gonna say anything for this whole time. I'm just gonna take a drink of whatever I'm drinking. And no, you can't kill him. If you kill him, it's a critical failure. Why? I don't know. You can't just take his key card, I guess. It is so hot outside. It's ridiculous.
You won't get away with this, rebel scum.
I think I already have.
Do this as quickly as you can. If he dies, it's a failure, by the way. And they can kill him, and they can do it very, very easily. You can start to see why I'm like, the sound mapping in this game is really bad. How can I hear a gonk droid that's like 9 miles away?
Enough of this charade.
Once his crosshair shows as red, then you can kill him. That's spin. I feel like I've seen that exact same animation in Bounty Hunter. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of recycled animations as well. Because Lucasfilms and LucasArts both worked on these games, so it does make sense. But Jesus, man, you have to wait that long, doing absolutely nothing, and then he opens it up. Because you couldn't have just shot him? Why? Why can't we just shot him and, like, used a key card like we've been doing the entire game? I don't understand that shit. It's just weird. I don't know. Ugh. Okay. Perfect. Alright. See, I can still hear those damn things. Why? I'm like 9 miles away. But this is pretty cool, I guess. You can see some TIE fighter armor. It's pretty cool. I like that. It's cute stuff like that that makes this game worth playing, I suppose. Maybe. I don't know. If you're a Star Wars fan, it's probably pretty cool. You're like, oh, look, it's the TIE fighter armor. And I'm just like, oh, look, it's a texture. But that's the end of the level. Thank goodness.
Kyle, the evac ships are standing by. Just keep those prisoners alive.
Oh, yeah. Trust me.